Buddhist philosophy has long taught that the hours after the evening meal hold sacred importance for the body's cleansing and restoration processes. Ancient wisdom reveals that what happens in those precious hours between dinner and sleep determines whether the kidneys thrive or slowly deteriorate. This knowledge, passed down through centuries of monastic observation, now finds tragic validation in modern medical understanding. A woman named Margaret lived a seemingly healthy life. She walked every morning. She ate vegetables. She visited her grandchildren every weekend. At 72 years old, she appeared vibrant and full of life. Then one evening, after her usual dinner routine, she collapsed. Within days, her kidneys had completely shut down. The doctors discovered that her nightly habits after dinner had been slowly destroying her kidney function for years. By the time symptoms appeared, the damage was irreversible. She passed away 3 weeks later, never understanding that simple changes to her after-dinner routine could have saved her life. This tragedy repeats itself thousands of times every year. Senior citizens who believe they are living healthy lives unknowingly engage in specific behaviors after dinner that Buddhist monks have warned against for millennia. These actions block the body's natural detoxification pathways, force the kidneys to work during their restoration period, and create toxic accumulations that eventually lead to complete kidney failure. The kidneys represent one of the body's most sacred organs according to Buddhist anatomy. They filter 50 gallons of blood every single day, removing waste and maintaining the delicate balance of minerals and fluids that keep the body alive. But this incredible work requires proper rest and restoration. The evening hours after dinner constitute the kidney's primary healing window. Interfering with this natural cycle creates catastrophic consequences that accumulate silently for years before suddenly manifesting as kidney disease, dialysis dependency, or death. What Margaret did after dinner is something millions of people do every single night without realizing the danger. The habits about to be revealed seem innocent, even healthy in some cases. Society promotes some of these behaviors as beneficial. Medical professionals sometimes fail to warn against them. Yet Buddhist wisdom and modern research now agree. These specific after-dinner actions represent the primary cause of preventable kidney failure in adults over 60. Every minute delayed in learning this information allows further kidney damage to accumulate. Every night these dangerous habits continue, pushes the kidneys closer to complete failure. The time to act is now, before irreversible harm occurs. What follows represents urgent, life-saving knowledge that everyone over the age of 60 must understand and immediately implement. Before diving into these crucial revelations, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This information could save a life, perhaps even several lives within one family. Subscribing ensures access to more wisdom that protects health and extends vitality through the senior years. And please comment below with the mantra, "My kidneys receive divine protection and healing." This affirmation activates the body's natural protective mechanisms while serving as a reminder to implement the guidance about to be shared. Additionally, share where this message is being received by commenting with the country or city. This creates a global community of people committed to kidney health and longevity. Knowing that thousands of others around the world are implementing these same protective practices provides motivation and accountability. Drop that location in the comments right now, then return to discover the 7 deadly after-dinner mistakes that destroy kidney function and how to avoid them completely. Buddhist philosophy views the human body as a temple requiring specific rituals and practices to maintain sanctity and function. Ancient monks dedicated centuries to observing how different behaviors affected physical health and spiritual clarity. They discovered that the body operates according to natural rhythms and cycles, with specific organs performing specific functions during specific times of day. The kidneys, according to traditional Buddhist understanding, undergo their deepest restoration between the hours of 5 in the evening and 9 at night. During this window, the kidneys attempt to process and eliminate the accumulated toxins and waste products from the entire day. They filter impurities from the blood, balance electrolytes, regulate blood pressure, and initiate countless cellular repair processes essential for continued life. This sacred restoration time coincides directly with the after-dinner period in most human schedules. Dinner typically occurs between 6 and 8 in the evening. The hours immediately following this meal represent the exact window when the kidneys need stillness, proper hydration, and minimal interference to perform their crucial detoxification work. However, modern society has developed numerous habits and practices that directly violate this natural rhythm. The convenience-focused lifestyle promotes activities after dinner that seem innocent but actually force the kidneys to work overtime during their designated rest period. These behaviors create a chronic state of kidney stress that accumulates over years and decades, eventually culminating in kidney disease, kidney failure, or death. The connection between after-dinner habits and kidney health remains largely unknown in mainstream health conversations. Doctors focus on managing kidney disease once it develops rather than preventing the everyday behaviors that cause it. Pharmaceutical companies profit from dialysis and kidney medications rather than educating people about simple habit changes that preserve kidney function naturally. Buddhist wisdom fills this knowledge gap. The ancient understanding of kidney restoration rhythms combined with modern medical research on kidney physiology reveals exactly which after-dinner behaviors prove most dangerous and why. Each habit about to be described represents a specific violation of natural kidney restoration processes. Each creates measurable harm to kidney tissue and function, and each can be eliminated or modified immediately to protect kidney health and extend life. The 7 deadly after-dinner mistakes that follow are listed in order of severity and prevalence. The first mistake represents the most common and dangerous behavior, affecting millions of people every single night. The subsequent mistakes follow in descending order of risk and frequency. All 7 must be understood and avoided to ensure optimal kidney function through the senior years. The first deadly mistake, drinking large amounts of water immediately after dinner. The most widespread misconception in health circles claims that drinking abundant water at all times benefits the body. While proper hydration proves essential, the timing of water consumption determines whether it helps or harms the kidneys. Drinking large quantities of water immediately after dinner represents one of the most damaging habits for kidney health, yet millions of people practice this behavior every single evening. Buddhist philosophy teaches that the body requires stillness and gentle processing during the post-meal period. The digestive system needs concentrated energy and blood flow to break down food and extract nutrients. The kidneys simultaneously attempt to filter the day's accumulated waste products. When large volumes of water flood the system immediately after eating, both processes suffer catastrophic interference. The kidneys must suddenly process this massive water influx while already managing the filtration load from dinner. This forced overtime work prevents the kidneys from completing their natural restoration cycle. The delicate balance of electrolytes becomes disrupted as the kidneys struggle to maintain proper sodium, potassium, and mineral levels amidst the sudden dilution. Blood pressure fluctuates dramatically as the kidneys attempt to regulate fluid volume. Margaret, the woman who died at 72, religiously drank 3 large glasses of water immediately after every dinner. She believed this habit promoted health and digestion. Her doctor never corrected this misconception. For 15 years, she forced her kidneys to work overtime every single evening during their designated restoration period. The cumulative damage eventually destroyed her kidney function entirely. People who drink large amounts of water after dinner often experience subtle warning signs that go unrecognized. Frequent nighttime urination disrupts sleep quality and forces the kidneys to remain active throughout the night. Morning puffiness or swelling in the hands and feet indicates fluid retention from overwhelmed kidneys. A feeling of heaviness or bloating after drinking water suggests the body cannot process the volume being consumed. The shadow side of this seemingly healthy habit extends beyond kidney damage. Excessive water intake after meals dilutes digestive enzymes, reducing nutrient absorption and creating digestive distress. The stomach becomes overstretched, weakening its muscular tone over time. Electrolyte imbalances from chronic dilution can cause heart rhythm irregularities, muscle weakness, and neurological symptoms. The correct approach involves sipping small amounts of warm water during the meal if needed for swallowing, then waiting at least 90 minutes after dinner before consuming any additional fluids. This allows the digestive system to complete initial food breakdown without interference. It permits the kidneys to process their filtration load during their peak restoration window. Most importantly, it prevents the chronic kidney stress that accumulates into kidney disease over time. For those who feel thirsty after dinner, this sensation often indicates improper eating rather than true dehydration. Meals high in sodium, processed foods, or inadequate vegetables create false thirst signals. Correcting the dinner composition eliminates this excessive thirst, protecting both kidneys and digestion simultaneously. The second deadly mistake, going to sleep immediately after eating. Buddhist monks maintain specific timing between their evening meal and sleep, recognizing that premature rest after eating creates internal chaos and organ damage. Modern research confirms this ancient wisdom. Lying down within 3 hours of eating dinner represents a direct assault on kidney function and overall health. When the body assumes a horizontal position shortly after eating, gravity's assistance in digestion disappears. Food sits heavily in the stomach, requiring far more energy and time to process. The kidneys, attempting to filter waste products, must work against improper blood flow patterns created by the supine position. This combination creates perfect conditions for kidney stress and damage. The kidneys rely on proper blood pressure and circulation to perform their filtration work effectively. Standing or sitting upright after meals maintains optimal blood flow to the kidneys, allowing efficient waste removal. Lying down immediately disrupts this flow pattern, forcing the kidneys to work harder to achieve the same filtration results. People who habitually sleep within 2 hours of dinner often develop chronic kidney inflammation that remains undetected for years. This inflammation slowly destroys kidney tissue, reducing filtration capacity and leading toward eventual kidney failure. The progression occurs silently, with no obvious symptoms, until kidney function drops below 30% of normal capacity. The warning signs of this dangerous habit include acid reflux or heartburn at night, waking with a bitter taste in the mouth, morning fatigue despite adequate sleep hours, dark circles under the eyes, and morning puffiness in the face or extremities. Each symptom indicates that the body struggled throughout the night to compensate for premature sleep after eating. Beyond kidney damage, sleeping too soon after dinner creates additional health catastrophes. Acid reflux erodes the esophagus, increasing cancer risk. Poor digestion leads to nutrient deficiencies even when eating healthy foods. Weight gain accelerates as metabolism slows. Blood sugar regulation becomes impaired, setting the stage for diabetes. The integration solution requires maintaining at least 3 hours between dinner and bedtime. This allows complete initial digestion, permits the kidneys to process their primary filtration load, and enables the body to enter sleep in a restored rather than stressed state. For those with early morning obligations requiring earlier sleep, the solution involves eating dinner earlier rather than sleeping sooner after eating. The third deadly mistake, consuming ice-cold beverages or desserts. Traditional Buddhist dietary wisdom emphasizes warm foods and beverages, particularly during evening hours. This guidance reflects deep understanding of how temperature affects organ function and energy flow throughout the body. Consuming ice-cold items after dinner represents a shock to the system that specifically damages kidney function. The kidneys operate optimally at body temperature, requiring consistent warmth to perform their complex filtration and regulatory processes. When ice-cold substances enter the digestive system, the body must divert massive energy and blood flow to warm this material to body temperature before processing can begin. This diversion temporarily reduces blood flow to the kidneys during their critical restoration period. Additionally, cold temperatures directly constrict blood vessels, reducing circulation throughout the abdominal organs, including the kidneys. This constriction forces the kidneys to work harder to maintain adequate filtration rates. The repeated stress from nightly cold beverage or dessert consumption accumulates into chronic kidney inflammation and gradual function decline. Ice cream after dinner represents perhaps the worst combination. Extreme cold temperature plus high sugar content plus dairy proteins requiring intensive kidney processing, yet millions of seniors maintain this nightly ritual, believing it represents a harmless pleasure. The kidneys tell a different story, struggling every night to recover from this assault. People who regularly consume cold items after dinner often experience unexplained lower back pain, particularly on the sides where the kidneys reside. They may notice increased urination with pale or clear urine, indicating the kidneys are working overtime to process excess fluid. Morning stiffness and joint pain reflect the systemic inflammation created by chronic kidney stress. The healthier alternative involves room temperature or warm beverages after dinner if any fluid consumption proves necessary. Herbal teas served warm provide gentle support for digestion without shocking the system. Avoiding cold desserts entirely or choosing room temperature fruit options prevents the kidney stress while still providing satisfying meal completion. The fourth deadly mistake: intense physical exercise. Modern fitness culture promotes evening exercise as convenient for busy schedules. However, Buddhist understanding of energy cycles and modern research on kidney function reveal that vigorous physical activity within 3 hours of dinner creates serious kidney harm, particularly in adults over 60. During and after exercise, blood flow redirects primarily to muscles, skin, and lungs to support physical performance and cooling. This redirection temporarily reduces blood flow to internal organs, including the kidneys. When exercise occurs shortly after eating, the kidneys face a double burden: reduced blood flow plus increased waste products from both digestion and exercise requiring filtration. The kidneys of older adults already operate with reduced capacity compared to youth. Adding the stress of post-dinner exercise accelerates kidney tissue damage and function decline. The body cannot adequately support both vigorous muscle activity and organ restoration simultaneously. The kidneys inevitably suffer when forced to compete for resources. Warning signs include dark or cloudy urine after evening exercise, unusual fatigue the following day despite adequate sleep, persistent muscle soreness that seems disproportionate to exercise intensity, and unexplained swelling in the legs or feet. Each symptom indicates kidney stress from poorly timed physical activity. The solution involves scheduling exercise either before dinner or waiting until at least 3 hours after eating, though morning or early afternoon exercise proves optimal for kidney health. Gentle walking for 15 to 20 minutes after dinner provides digestive support without creating kidney stress, representing the single acceptable form of post-meal movement. The fifth deadly mistake: taking hot baths or showers. Heat represents another factor requiring careful timing according to Buddhist health wisdom. While warm water provides therapeutic benefits when properly timed, hot baths or showers immediately after dinner create dangerous stress on the cardiovascular system and kidneys. Hot water causes blood vessels to dilate, redirecting blood flow to the skin's surface for cooling. This redistribution temporarily reduces blood supply to internal organs, including the kidneys. Combined with the already high blood flow demands of digestion, this creates a period of kidney ischemia where insufficient blood reaches these vital organs. For seniors with already compromised kidney function, even brief periods of reduced blood flow can cause permanent damage. The kidneys require consistent, adequate blood supply to prevent tissue death. Hot bathing after dinner repeatedly creates these dangerous conditions, accelerating kidney disease progression. People experiencing dizziness, lightheadedness, or unusual fatigue during or after hot baths following dinner are experiencing warning signs of inadequate blood flow. The solution involves bathing either before dinner or waiting 3 hours afterward when digestive demands have substantially decreased. The sixth deadly mistake: smoking or alcohol consumption. Buddhist precepts strictly prohibit intoxicants, and the kidney health reasons prove particularly compelling. Smoking and alcohol consumption after dinner represent direct kidney toxins that create maximum damage during the organ's restoration period. Nicotine constricts blood vessels throughout the body, reducing kidney blood flow and impairing filtration. Alcohol requires intensive kidney processing to eliminate from the bloodstream, forcing the kidneys to work overtime during their designated rest period. Both substances damage kidney tissue directly through toxic metabolites that accumulate over time. The solution requires complete elimination of both substances, particularly during evening hours. For those struggling with these habits, gradual reduction proves more sustainable than abrupt cessation. Each cigarette not smoked and each drink not consumed represents measurable kidney protection and life extension. The seventh deadly mistake: excessive salt intake at dinner. While not technically an after-dinner mistake, excessive salt consumption during the evening meal creates kidney stress throughout the entire night. Buddhist dietary guidelines emphasize minimal salt usage, particularly in evening meals, to support proper kidney restoration. High sodium intake forces the kidneys to work intensively throughout the night to maintain proper electrolyte balance and blood pressure. This prevents adequate restoration and accelerates kidney damage over time. Seniors require even less sodium than younger adults due to naturally declining kidney function with age. The solution involves reducing dinner salt by half immediately, then gradually decreasing further over time. Using herbs and spices for flavor provides satisfaction without kidney stress. Reading labels on packaged foods reveals hidden sodium sources requiring elimination. These 7 deadly mistakes represent the primary after-dinner behaviors destroying kidney function in seniors worldwide. Buddhist wisdom and modern medicine agree. Avoiding these habits provides powerful protection against kidney disease and premature death. The kidneys will respond to these changes with improved function, better energy, reduced inflammation, and extended years of healthy life. The transformation begins tonight. This very evening represents the first opportunity to protect rather than harm the kidneys during their sacred restoration window. Implementing even 1 or 2 of these corrections provides measurable benefit. Implementing all 7 creates a comprehensive kidney protection program that can reverse early damage and prevent future decline. Choose life, choose health, choose to honor the body's natural rhythms and the kidney's restoration needs. The path forward is clear. Eat dinner early, drink water properly timed, allow 3 hours before sleep, avoid cold items, skip intense evening exercise, postpone hot bathing, eliminate toxins, and reduce sodium. Each choice represents a vote for longevity and vitality in the senior years. If this information provided value, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more life-saving Buddhist wisdom. Comment below with "My kidneys receive divine protection and healing to activate the body's natural protective mechanisms." Share this video with every person over 60 in your life. The information contained here could prevent tragedy and extend precious years with loved ones. The kidneys await proper treatment and respect. They have served faithfully throughout life, filtering blood and maintaining the delicate balance required for survival. Now they require informed care and protection during their most vulnerable hours. Provide this protection starting tonight, and the kidneys will reward these efforts with continued faithful service for many years to come. Buddhist wisdom, ancient and eternal, has revealed the path. The choice to walk it begins now.